Good. Could use some more.
Coach, did the guys have much of a weekend off? How did you work that for the weekend?
Yeah, they did. Came in Friday, watched the tape, got it cleaned up, and then really head off till tomorrow. They'll come back in.
What do you see out of this Vikings team? They're 5-1, but they haven't played the hardest schedule either.
Yeah, I think Kevin's done a great job. You can tell all the guys are having fun. I mean, they're flying around, great energy. It's a different culture, there's no question, and tremendous offensive skill. Kevin's a great offensive mind. Was with Sean, played quarterback. I mean, have been a big fan of what he's done, and then defensively, great front. They mix up their coverages. We're familiar with a lot of the players on that side of the ball, and they're playing at a high level. I think complementary football is kind of their deal right now, and they've been rising up together at the critical moments.
You mentioned at the end of last week, like with this mini bye, whatever you want to call it, with the coaches doing some self-scouting. So you guys did pretty much over the weekend, and what did, I know not specifically maybe, but generally, what did you find?
Yeah, we took some downtime, just a little break, and just kind of see where we're at. Like I said, schematically, things we've been doing well, things we got to get better at, and then personnel as well, getting some bodies back. Where does that fit moving forward? Some of the position rooms that are now getting kind of crowded, kind of seeing how that rotation goes. But I think from an offensive perspective, just the big plays are way down. I think that's an area we got to try and manufacture more of them. Getting hotback's going to help. I mean, you saw what he was able to do, but we got to be able to make some bigger plays down the field.
Health-wise, getting bodies back, I guess Connor and Hudson are two of the big ones.
Prater would be big. Trayvon would be big. So Chuck Washington, who's one of our mainstays on special teams. Gardeck's going to be close. I mean, there's quite a few that are in the mix there that come back and really give us a boost if we can get them back.
Do you think that it's realistic to get Connor and Rodney?
I'm not sure. I think it's going to be close, yeah, from what I've been told.
You said you wanted to look at the tape on Billy and Cody. What did you see?
I thought Billy played really well. Was very conscientious all week in practice. Like I said, great. The mic points getting us directed, and then he was a stout presence inside. And for Cody, I thought he did some nice things. Hadn't practiced in 6 weeks, but thought he handled himself well, and I think another week of practice will really help him.
Would you have, if Max hadn't gotten hurt, was that a situation where you were hoping to maybe get Cody some snaps, or were you planning on not having to play?
No, we were going to rotate series. Yeah, we were going to get him, trying to get 2 or 3 series, a half, and kind of see where it went from there.
Kliff, with the earlier start, I know it's not an East Coast game, but it is a 10 a.m. our time start. Do you do anything different this week with the team?
We don't. I mean, we're an early morning practice team anyway, so we'll just stick to it and go up there and play the game.
How close is Prater, and are you guys going to keep Blankenship?
He's getting better. Once again, we got to get him out there and have him kick and see how he feels towards the end of the week. But I think if Prater can't go, we'll stay with what we got.
Looking at the intangibles to you guys, 3-4 record being what it is, that you lead the league in most 4th downs, most 2-point conversions. Obviously, defensive points off turnovers is way up there. How important are those little things when you add them all up?
Yeah, I mean, we've dealt with a lot of interesting situations in a short time. The adversity has been there. We've had to play from behind a bunch. You don't want to make a living out of that, but it can help build some character and being able to handle those critical moments when they show up again. So hopefully we can use it in the right way, but we don't want to play that style of football the rest of the season.
The 4th down attempts, is that most analytics, gut feel, what is it, all of it?
Yeah, I'd say all of the above, and situational a lot. When you're down that much, we've been forced to go for some that we probably wouldn't have. It would have been a closer game.
The 2-pointers, how important have they been?
It is. I mean, the crucial one was in Las Vegas, or 1 or 2 of those there that kept us in the game. But the guys have done a good job. We practice those each week and try to come up with a new version that we can execute, and they've done a nice job with it.
How important was it right at the beginning of the game Thursday when Rodrigo made that long field goal? Does that kind of almost breathe a sigh of relief?
Yeah, it does. It was good to see. He kicked really well during the week, so it was nice to see him get one. And I think we have confidence in what he can do based on a small sample size that we've seen so far.
When you're trying to execute a two-point conversion, is that it's obviously usually not the same as if you're running a play from the 2-yard line because of the urgency of the one and done. Do you look at that differently? Do you approach it differently as a coach, as an offense, than you would a normal play down there?
Yeah, I think you just want to make sure that you're finding your best matchup and thinking players, not plays in that situation. I mean, you saw Hop got the call in the first one, they put it on the one, and we were able to get it in. And so you want to make sure wherever you're going with the football, you got your best players in mind on that snap.
Even though you guys haven't got off to the best start, is there like a comfort level knowing that the race is still tight and the conference in the division?
Yeah, I think across the entire NFC, really. You know, you look at some really good teams, really good quarterbacks, are all just kind of hanging around the same record and battling it out. And, you know, last year, this time we were 7-0 and didn't play very well down the stretch. So hopefully we can flip that and be better later on.
Are you surprised that, especially the NFC, has kind of ended up in this glob of middle records?
Yeah, you know, you never know in the NFL how it's going to go. A lot of football left to play, and it's really who stays healthy and who gets hot late that usually ends up in the big game.
How important has ball security been for you guys?
Yeah, it's been incredibly important. Particularly the fumbles. I think the last couple of years we haven't had many of them, and that's been big. Winning the turnover margin is the only reason we've been able to win 3 games so far, with kind of the slow starts and the lack of offensive production we've had. So hopefully that continues.
I saw that tweet from Team Luke. I know it's something you talked about in the past, donating $5 grand after every win to still be able to do that. And just how special is that to you after wins?
Yeah, it's awesome. Incredible foundation, and obviously huge fan of the P-Watt in West Texas and Lubbock, and so anything I can do to help support that cause, it's been cool to be a part of.
Excited to get Greg Dortch back on the offensive side of the ball, more involved. Looked like that ball was just meant for him in the end zone.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, every time he's out there, he tends to make a play, and he's fearless and keeps getting better and better. So it's a crowded wide receiver room, there's no doubt, and you got to earn every rep you get. But he's a guy that I think coaches and players all believe in at this point.
Do you have a gut feeling about where this team is right now, sitting here moving on?
Yeah, I do. I like what I'm seeing. Like I said, I think a lot of the adversity has helped us kind of build some character throughout the first 7 weeks, and hopefully that's on display moving forward. But we had a different look in our eye out there on Thursday, and hopefully that continues.
Do you have an update on AJ Green?
Yeah, like I said, we're going to work through this week and see where that personnel group goes. I think each week we're going to try to maximize, you know, who does what best in that room and try to find matchups and go from there. But it's going to be a crowded wide receiver room, there's no doubt. You get Hollywood back hopefully in a few more weeks, and we'll just see where it goes.
Did you get the McCaffrey news right after the game? Did it kind of dampen your mood at all?
No, that's all right. I knew they were playing the Chiefs, so I felt good about it. Okay, thank y'all.